It is tricky because, we mentioned earlier, there's two sides of this recruiting process. You're doing your own thing, and then on the other side, there's a bunch of coaches doing their thing, and they need to fill their spot. They need to get the team they want, and they're in competition with each other to get their picks, right? So part of that, like you said, is going to be using the, hey, we want you to commit a little bit earlier to their advantage. They want to lock you down before another coach does. You got to be prepared for that going into the process. So you can't just sit back and wait and, I'm going to choose my school later on and it'll still be sitting there. A school that's recruiting you early in the process, if you sit on them too long, they might say, you know what, he just isn't interested. We're moving on. So you got to be aware of that. Now, tell the coaches that you want to weigh your options. They appreciate you taking the time to figure it out for themselves, but it's a negotiation process, the whole thing, and that takes skill in itself. And that's where I would suggest, using the advice of other recruits. If you can, contact them, reach out, say, hey, what are some conversations that you had with Coach X? What was his timeline like? What did he tell you? When you can kind of gain that leverage, you can have a better handle of what that coach is thinking, and therefore you can approach the situation with a little bit more knowledge.